Hello. All right, boys and girls, this week we are on list 9. Now, some of you were absent the Friday before spring break. So what we're going to do first is review the 3 words that some of you missed. Okay, first one is over. Let's look at the word over, even though we don't want to sound out sight words. What do I know about the letter O? Letter O is a vowel and it has 2 sounds. It says O, that's its long name, and ah. Now, here's E and R. R is bossing that E. We're not going to hear it. And remember, you can get out your kitty cats and say er. R is a bossy letter and it's bossing the letter E. Now, if I accidentally read this as over, does that sound right? We want to use our strategy of, does that sound right? No, it doesn't. So I need to use another strategy of switch that vowel sound. Let's try it with the long O. Over. Okay. Here's another sight word that you need to know. Must, and away. Here's AY blend. The AY blend says A, like in say, may, play. All those words rhyme because they end with the A sound. Okay. Those are your old sight words, so if you haven't seen them, I want you to remember them, including the other ones. If you do not know them, I want you to practice them. Oops, sorry. Now is a good time to learn those sight words. Make flashcards like me on this type of paper. All right, here are your new sight words. There. There's your TH blend. Say this type of there is talking about like if I'm going somewhere, I am going over there. Or if I'm referring to something like there is a phone on my lap. Okay, this is the word by. This is exactly like the word my. I just changed one letter. I changed the M in my to a B. Now it says by, and the Y sounds like the letter I. When Y is at the end of words, it can sound like an I or an E. Okay. And this is the word find. Here's a vowel again. If I accidentally read this as find, I would use the strategy of, does that sound right? I find. No, I know I has 2 sounds. It can make the I sound and it can make the I sound. Find. Now what you're going to do with these 3 sight words today is you are going to write 3 sentences. Now, what you're going to do when you're done writing your 3 sentences, remember, you should have a notebook. It can look many different ways, or you could have a piece of paper. You need something to write, your sight words on. Okay, and then mom and dad are going to have to take a picture of it and send it to me somehow. So they can do it through Edsby, or they could send it to me through the phone, but you have to get me your sentences one way or another. I want to see the awesome work that you're going to do with your new sight words. But let's review. Before you do that, I want to review with you these old sight words. Okay, I want to take the word must. And I want to model for you what a good sentence looks like. Now remember, when we are writing a sentence, it always starts with a capital letter And we need finger spaces between our words, and it needs to have punctuation, and I want lower cases unless you need an uppercase somewhere. So the hard part is thinking about what you want to write about. You all should now be thinking of your own sentences. You are almost first graders. So even for me, I have to think, okay, I have a good one. I'm going to start way over here on the left-hand side. I'm going to start with I. Finger space. Not 5 fingers, 1. Must. Finger space. Read. A lot of you write read like that. But I should know that that is a CVC word. CVC words have a short vowel in the middle, and that's also a color word that we learned a long time ago. Right now that says read. I must read, and I want the word read. So what do you think another vowel would go there? Now, we've learned 2 E's, say E, but also EA says E, because when 2 vowels are walking, remember, they're walking, the first one is talking, and the second one is listening very closely. He's not talking. So I think it's this one, and I know it's that one. And as you get older, boys and girls, and you learn how to spell, and you go through a lot of grades, you too will learn how to spell. Right now I want you to spell how you hear it, but I just wanted to remind you of those 2 blends. Okay, I must read every. There's Y again. This time it sounds like an E. I must read every day. And there's that AY again. And I'm going to end my sentence with an exclamation mark because it's important. You must read every day to become a really good reader. All right, let's do one more sentence together, and then I'm going to let you go and write your own sentences by yourself. All right, so I am going to use let's see, away. Okay, so I need to think of a good sentence to write. Okay, here we go. Starting way over here on the left. I always write left to right. Okay, starting with I again, finger space. Help, help. Mom, put the dish, remember, SH, dish, dishes. Okay, I ran out of room. So when I run out of room, do I crawl up my paper? No, I sweep back down and under, and I want to keep all my letters together. And I know my letters won't fit there in my punctuation, so I'm going to start way over here under my first letter, under my first word, excuse me. Period. Okay, let's read it to make sure it makes sense and I didn't leave any words out. I help Mom put the dishes away. Now, do I have a capital? Yes. Do I finger spaces? Yes. Did I remember lower cases? Yes. And do I have punctuation? Yes. Okay. Now it's your turn to take your new sight words, find, there, and by, and write your own sentences. Okay, can't wait to see.